So we're at the poem showing part, so I'm going to show my poem to Natsuki first, because she is waifu, obviously. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable with sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some done poem, and make me go, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Okay, I know I chose you as waifu, but like, you're pretty rude. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Yes, always think of the good side of things. Natsuki's retort gets her caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. No, don't hate me, waifu. Cupcake waifu. Maybe that's why she hates me, because all I think about is her cupcakes. Fine, I guess. Oh, I asked her to show the poem, if I didn't say that. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay, so the title of the poem is Eagles Can Fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Oh no, I actually kind of like it. It's like, I'm not gonna say cute because I feel like you'll like scream in my head like, I'm not cute! I told you. I like it. Yeah, I do actually like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. It's cute. I just said it's cute. It's good in your own way. But the point of poems is for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, I like that too. I do like that. When story time, I had to read a poem for an acting exam, and I chose a very simple poem, and I had to express the meaning of the poem, and then it was a very deep meaning, and it wasn't just like, oh yeah, some girl at a playground. That's what the poem was basically about. That's like the thing. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, that's kind of what my poem was about. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yes, you should not take that away from someone. You just like comment like, oh, I didn't really care anyways. Then like they're probably gonna feel bad about themselves, I don't know. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, so second in line for waifu is Sayori, cause like she's childhood best friend, of course. This is a good poem, Pop-Up's Corner. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Pop-Up's Corner. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sari. I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, we're just here to spend time with the girl, Sari. I don't think you would understand our motive. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Yes, because she's another cute girl. She's second in line for waifu, so like, it's pretty important to our part where we want to join the literature club. Knowing how much this means for her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Yes, I'm excited to read her poem. I wonder what it's gonna be about. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the title, Dear Sunshine. The way you glow down through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. I want breakfast. I love that last line. Like, I'm not mad. Like, you think you're gonna like be like, I'm gonna spend time with my friends or something, but it's just like, I want breakfast. Sari, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh my god. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line, yeah. I made eggs and toast. Oh, yay. We love eggs and toast. I don't really like eggs. But, like, that's not, I'm not hating on people that likes eggs. I just, like, I'm not the biggest fan of them. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, I get kind of cranky when I don't eat breakfast. Even though I'm not much of a breakfast person, I just get cranky. I don't know. It's like I need food in the morning. I get all cranky. Oh my gosh, Sari knows me. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, I'm gonna show it to Yuri because she has cool hair and like, I guess she's third in line for waifu. I don't know. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be it after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. It doesn't look like her face is buried in her hands. Looks like her hair is buried in her hands. But she does have a lot of hair, so it's not like all her hair is buried in her hands. I like her hair though, it's cute. I like the color. I couldn't help, sorry about that pencil. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Sorry about this. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. And other other words, they tend to pick a writing style. They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Oh, we don't want that. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different kinds of skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I want to read your poem. I feel like it's going to be long, but I don't care. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning them by example and trying new things. I don't care about my poem, I care about your poem. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? The writing. It's not bad writing, it's good writing, which is why I can't read it. Ghost under the lights, I'm assuming it's about a ghost or something. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber club. Bathing. Oh, could be about bathing. I don't know. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. So it doesn't seem like a ghost, but like, what's the story behind it? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, you have such good handwriting, which is why it took me a long time to read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah! Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think that your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, me too. That's a relief. I also liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Public Corner. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Okay, I don't care about you, I'm gonna go to Monica. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost with a criticism. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, remember, you're right. Maybe I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, I don't know who I should show my poem to yet. Oh, I'm gonna show it to Monica, obviously. Okay, so somebody in the live chat last episode said that Monica's eyes are pretty, and now that I look at them more thoroughly, they are definitely pretty, so I just wanted to notice that. Shout out to Imogen Maker, that was their account, yeah. Hi, Pop-Up's Corner. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid of bringing things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Pop-Up's Corner. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like your pop-ups corner. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. I don't even know what that was. It makes me kind of think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yeah. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but probably won't find much filler in poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning to. So I can see why it could be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. They'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about expressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I feel like she would have a long poem. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way I do, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my goodness! I actually have to scroll. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes? A nosy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer outside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Is that like a stalker thing? Or like, what is it? Is it about blindness and stalkers? I really don't know. You already told us to think about meaning, but I really can't think about any meaning in this poem. So, what do you think? I think it's about a stalker and or getting blind, and I'm not for that life. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's rating tip of the day. I don't really care about your rating tip of the day, so I'm just gonna I'm too scared to click the skip button. What if it's important? Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and just go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I wasn't listening, by the way, guys. I was just reading it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. Even if this is a literature club, after all, I sighed. the room, Sari and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sari liked it. Public Corner did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Public's Corner liked my poem too, Nina. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Public's Corner appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't going to chest magically grew its size bigger as soon as Public's Corner started showing up. Natsuki, that's all at all. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Public's Corner. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She just started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Public's Corner. Please. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex emotions and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Public's Corner? Well? How do I get myself dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think me more highly of it. I'm gonna help Natsuki because she's like wonderful and stuff, so. Yuri, you're really talented. But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sari is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you shouldn't feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. He finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! So like you need to apologize for me, Public's Corner. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. I Natsuki glances around the room. Would anyone stop staring at me, please? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your chest, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori, I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Phillip's Corner. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so I'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or Duke's writing. After that, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. I guess that's why you're vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Phillip's Corner, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod with my newfound determination. So, Phillip's Corner, ready to rock home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. And you can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yes, she is. She is second waifu for a reason. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Cute. You know, Phillip's Corner, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's it. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yes. You could be, if Natsuki and I don't work out, then you could be my love interest. But Natsuki's first. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna end after I finish the poem. I'm gonna go for a story. That's where I'm gonna finish this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!